Hey everyone, I'm LC Gamer, and welcome back to The Witch and the 100 Knight. I have everything I need to start up this, Dark Hero. So, it's time for a killing spree. Alright. So from here, warp between... There we go. Now then... I will need these. Come on now. Okay. Let's see. Checking karma. No karma. As of yet. So how do I get karma? Come on. There has to be a way to get karma. Ah, 4 karma. Oh. Let's see, so... These weapons aren't effective. As we can see. I still only have 4 karma. Huh. Well, that's gonna be a problem. Can't ransack the homes. How do I get the karma? Well, I guess there's only one thing to do, and that's go back to Natalia and ask her exactly what I need to do. I have everything I need to actually do this, I just... I'm not doing it in the right manner. Alright, Natalia. I need a hint. Do you mind? I'd really love to be able to continue from here. Okay. Sure. It's not much of a hint, Natalia. The only thing I think of is go around killing enemies. When I reach a sufficient amount of karma, then we can move on with the story. But what is a sufficient amount of karma? That's what I want to know. See, I can go around just slaughtering everything in my path, but will that actually get me the karma I need? I don't know. But, only one way to find out. Slime boys. 6 karma. So the more things I kill, the more karma I gain. Good to know. Okay. Well, in that case, one killing spree coming up. Now where to do the killing spree, though? Alright, karma is needed. Well, I am going to cut it here for a minute, and I'll be right back when I have enough karma to continue. What?
Hey, I'm feeling it. Great job, 100 Knight. Because you were making quite the scene, a distortion seems to have formed.
Okay.
Tear it open, and it'll become a key wedge that'll cause this world to collapse. Plus, fiddling with the distortion will cause your karma to skyrocket. Let's go and ruin that distortion's day.
Okay.
Huh? Someone's there. Is that the Duchess? Nah, couldn't be.
What a nice nap. Who are you people?
Like I'd give my name to you. But if you were considerate enough to tell me yours, then...
Mine? Oh, I am Duchess Valentine.
Okay.
Valentine, huh?
Correct. Dulce Dera Valentine. To limit confusion between myself, Gelato, and Sigaro, you can just call me Dulce.
I don't quite understand. But you're friends with that chocolate-vomiting woman? Kill this kid and you might be able to tear open a distortion.
Yeah, I doubt that's gonna happen.
How bloodthirsty. But for someone to start a fight with me, my, it's been centuries.
Ugh, round and around we go. Who are you?
Didn't you just ask that? I am the Duchess of Flowers, the witch Valentine. Dulce Dera Valentine, the mother of Gelato and Sigaro. The
Wait, what?
one true Valentine. The true Duchess.
Huh? It sounds like you're saying they're your doubles or something.
Not quite my doubles. As you can see.
Yeah?
Being from the depths of darkness, I am inflicted with an incurable disease. I cannot rule my territory with a sickly body. Therefore, I have entrusted them with my responsibilities as Duchess. So, I did copy myself to create them, but I also gave them individual personalities. Is something troubling you? Talk to the Duchess. Perhaps I will be able to give you some relief. I'd love to hear about the world. It's been ages, you see.
What a bunch of nonsense. Giving a witch's responsibilities to those two failures? I can only imagine what you're like.
Oh? Is something wrong with those two?
Don't know anything about your doubles, do you? Such a fool.
They may be my doubles, but they have been separated from me since birth. Plus, I have just woken up after a long nap. I may not fully grasp the situation. I noticed some odd behavior in the city, but could you tell me what happened?
Your double is dominating the Corrigan to be her slaves, and she's keeping her people on a short leash. Man, how oblivious.
What? I see. No wonder the city feels like it is being controlled by fear. I split the territory for those two to govern in an effort to ensure something like this wouldn't happen. But
Nothing will come from your knowing. All I care about is fighting and killing you. Stop running and stand your ground.
just a moment. I didn't catch your name. Haven't I cooperated enough to hear it?
True.
I can tell you are a witch, but your situation sounds quite complicated.
I don't know you well enough to even attempt to explain it. But I can let you know my name. I am Metallia, the Great Swamp Witch.
Oh, the Swamp Witch was it? Although I look like this, I do prefer places with a touch of humidity. I think we could get along.
Okay.
First, let me thank you for telling me the situation. It seems I've caused you trouble. It is all my fault. From your tale, it seems that my long nap is also due to to Gelato's spell.
What a failure. The double you created put you into a slumber.
I have no excuse. No excuses. A failure of a duchess. That's me.
Uh-huh.
You said you wanted to fight me. I could make that happen, so long as...
What, setting up conditions for a fight? Idiot. If I fight you, then we'll fight.
But if you listen to my wish, I will give it everything I've got as your opponent. How about it? Don't you want an exciting fight? After all, I am the strongest witch alive. I could even pop Fog Witch Nazaria's tiny little head if I really wanted to.
You're amusing at least. What's your wish?
Kill Gelato.
Oh? Assassinating your kin? If you can't kill the doubles you created, your skills must be absolute garbage.
No matter the awful things they do, there are some people you cannot raise your own hand against.
Tell it to some people.
Alright. I was going to end up killing that chocolate-vomiting bitch soon enough. Before, Visco stopped me from dealing the final blow. So I was never quite satisfied. This time, I'll finish her off myself.
Negotiations complete, then.
You better say your goodbyes, because I'll kill her and be back in a flash.
Wait.
Yes?
What now?
I didn't touch on it earlier, but what is that familiar? When I look at it, my right eye can't help but twitch.
This is my partner, the 100 Knight.
I think that may have hit a nerve. Back off. Thank you. Now then, swap between pillars. Yeah, going there should be close enough.
Magic being. What is it?
Hello,
Entering
Gelato.
my chambers in your outdoor shoes. Who do you think I am? I am Duchess Valentine.
Sure, but you aren't Dulce. You're an imitation.
What?
I didn't come to chat. I'll do this quick. Gelato Valentine, prepare to die!
Oh, are you an assassin then? I haven't struck down a foolish opponent like you in such a long time. I didn't notice. I will grind you into chum and feed you to my lovely fishes.
Maybe I should also mention that I have a message from Dulce. She says that she'll see you in hell.
What?
Let's do this, 100 Knight! She's
Gladly.
rotten, but she's still that other one's double. Don't underestimate her magic power.
You're right not to underestimate me. I'm not a duchess who shows any mercy.
Says you. Alright. Come on. I think that was a bit of overkill. Come on now. Ow. You poisoned me. Do not accept that. And you're slowing down the frame rate by using that attack. Stop it. Come on now. Goodbye, Gelato.
No way! I'm the Duchess!
And that's that. If you want to hate someone, hate Dulce for issuing the assassination order.
Could you wait a moment, Metalia?
Huh?
Dulce, did you break the seal?
Oh, that was a seal? I thought it was as restricting as a spring breeze. It did help me to sleep quite well. Where is Siguro? Is it true that she has also been imprisoned? I asked around about you on my way here. Gelato, you will pay for tainting the name of the Duchess for your personal gain. Death is your only recompense. Now die, Gelato.
Dulce, you are... You are always like this. You never care about my feelings. You don't think about me or listen to me. As a sage, no matter how many centuries I fulfill my duty, you just act as though it was expected of me. Not a single word of thanks.
Does that mean you became the Duchess solely to garner praise?
There's nothing wrong with that. I wanted you to look at me not as a double, but as Gelato, the individual. I wanted you to compliment me, to scold me. But look at you now. No matter what I did, you never cared. You never paid me any mind. Am I just a tool to you? I am your double, but still, you're the one who told me that I am my own person. You accepted my existence, but I...
Gelato, is that your reasoning? I see. Perhaps I was a little insensitive, but don't be such a child. Saying all that is different from what your actions say. I will disregard your slights toward me, but your outrageous behavior against the people cannot be overlooked. I won't take your life, but I will exile you. You are no longer welcome in this land. The same goes for Siguro.
Dolce,
I'll hear none of it. Leave at once.
Gelato wears a melancholy expression as she turns into flower petals and disappears. Somewhere you hear the sound of chaos echo across the land. Your karma has increased by 60. Really? That's all?
I sat here and listened quietly, but... Hey, Shorty! Are you underestimating me?
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought I could lend you a hand in achieving your goals.
There's only one thing you could do to help. You can fight me right here and die.
Oh, is that how it is? The distortions are your goal, no? Oops. Was that a bullseye?
How did you...
Witches have always had one foot dipped in the space between worlds. If you're a witch long enough, you notice these things. I suspect my seal was broken because you did something to Gelato, in whatever world you originally came from.
Uh-huh. Well, that explains a lot.
Know this. What happens in one world will inevitably affect another world in some form. Especially in regards to magic. Meaning, the influence of this world will surely alter something in your world. Whether or not it will be something good is anyone's guess.
Acting like you're all-knowing. I don't need to hear that crap now. Is that how you'll help me attain my goal?
What an impatient girl! No need to rush.
Wow.
If you're in such a rush, does that mean there is someone you are anxious to see back in your world? Perhaps a lover of some kind?
Visco's a chick. I'm not into that.
Oh, I see. You're not into that, are you? Then what are you interested in?
Right.
You're really pushing your luck. You want to be killed that bad?
Such a bore. You could have entertained this old witch a little bit longer. Very well. This world is temporary, but I managed to have fun here for the first time in a long while. Oh, the location of the next distortion will be right here. No need to go searching.
Cool.
If I die, it will appear wherever I lie. Take care of yourself, Swamp Witch Metalia. If you meet the me in your world, please have some fun with her. Now do your best to defeat this one!
Hey, wait! You promised to fight me!
Dolce's voice echoes throughout the
I
area.
promised nothing. I'm a witch after all.
Ugh, that tiny bitch of a witch! Mocking me? I'll find her in my original world. And I'll beat the crap out of her!
editor appears from the spatial tear.
What's this one, huh?
Okay, that's the editor, huh? In a different form, but still.
It's here, 100 Knight! Dispose of this old creeper, and create a new wedge to bring this world to its knees!
Gladly. Come on. The editor has been defeated. Not bad. That. Every night, a distortion should form in a place like this, where someone's world seems to be falling apart. I estimate 7 in total. Where are the distortions? When are they going to appear? I have no idea. But the distortions definitely exist. That one thing I know for sure. I can say one more thing. There are 6 places left. Let's go, 100 Knight. Raise hell and march on. Let's head back to, the Wooded Forest. Real fast. Alright, back here at the forest. At the Witch's Garden. And time to take on the next piece.
Look who it is, 100 Knight. Nazaria. What are you doing here?
Swamp Witch.
A fog immediately fills the area.
You wanna rumble? That's interesting. And here I wanted to settle an old score with you.
Okay. Zarya attacks, giving the 100 Knight free rein to fight back. How provoking.
What? You want to fight the 100 Knight? Bring it on! I'll buy all the tickets to this fight. Either way, there's a distortion here. Go wild, 100 Knight!
Sure. Just don't blame me. Come on. Ow. Alright, stop knocking me about. Okay. You are definitely getting on my nerves. Goodbye, Nazaria. Can't see you through the tree. You hear the sound of the world tumbling further into chaos. Your karma has increased by 50.
I could just kill you without a word. But let's hear your reason for acting like such an eccentric fool.
Very well. This way. Scared?
Asking me if I'm scared? Don't kid yourself.
My intention isn't to harm you. I need to show you something.
Funny you say that, since you're the one who picked a fight with us. Oh well. If you do anything suspicious, I'll kill you on the spot. You!
Don't struggle. I really do only want to show you something.
Huh?
What are you wanting to show me?
That's...
The past from a world different from here, but also different from your Medea. Since you are one with the 100 Knight right now, you should be able to see it.
So you know as well. And? Is something interesting going to happen?
Something frightening is going to happen.
The hell are you talking about?
There. Look.
What is that? It's destroying the entire world?
That there is Nike.
Nike? That fairy tale god?
Nike's existence is no fairy tale. He walks from world to world, snuffing out many of the possible futures. He regulates all of the aggressively spreading parallel worlds. Or he should be. But right now, he has been in a long slumber on your world, your Medea. Calling him a god is inaccurate. He is more like an existence living beyond the border of all the parallel worlds.
Okay.
What are you trying to do by showing me something so foreboding?
I wish to entrust you with what I attempted to do in your world.
What? Stop talking like we're on the same page. Explain it more simply.
Destroy Nike.
Wait, what?
Like Great Witch Utica? Did you want to be a hero?
I won't be the hero. You will, a Grim Reaper like you, will take up the proverbial scythe and become a hero. Not even Utica could destroy Nike. She could only seal him. He will revive, and in your world, his revival is nigh.
He's going to wake up and destroy my world? A story like that is way more far-fetched than any fairy tale.
Perhaps. But I know that you know. I was lacking in power. I ran out before I could even attempt to challenge Nike. But if it's you and the 100 Knight, I feel I can entrust you with this task. 100 Knight, you need to acknowledge your unmatched power and learn to wield it.
Hey! Don't talk directly to 100 Knight without my permission!
Do you understand?
Yes. Another world editor.
Stupid Saria! She said everything she wanted and then left before I could talk back. Shit! We need to deal with this one first. Let's do this, 100 Knight!
Alright. Just one more hit. Nice. Five distortions left. Now where to go next? I can go here. Yeah, I think I'll go here. Alright. I think there's another location here, which should be helpful. Let's check the map. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong area. Let's see. Where's the hut? Can't see the hut here. Oh dear. Well, in that case, I need to travel back to the world map. And if my memory serves correctly, this next set of events is going to be a little, bizarre. So, fair warning. Probably not suitable for children. Okay, let's take a look through here. Where's the old hermit? The Fishman Hermit. That's who I'm currently looking for. I've lost track of him. Alright, let's see. Map. Great. Can't think of where he actually is. Hello, Fishman. Ah, there he is. How do I get down there? Ah, there it is. Where's the entrance? You? Ew. Alright. The Hundred Knight steals residents' mana. Not what I was needing, but at least I found the hermit's place.
No mistaking it. The distortion is here.
Okay.
That's one of the Walpurgis witches. Was her name Lily or something?
Yes, it was.
She was dead in the other world. But what's she doing at the perverted merman shack?
Password, please. Silence. Y'all got it right.
Oh boy.
This space itself is being distorted here. I can't interfere like this. It'll be enough if we peek in through the window and see if the distortion appears.
Oh, I'm balls deep in surprise right now. I done never experienced surprise like this before. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. But I reckon it's certainly Utsushi.
I knew it! I knew it was Utsushi!
You knew it, huh? If you don't hurry and treat it, it'll be too late. All right, get naked and lay down on your side for me.
Stupid Fishman.
treated? A treatment?
Yep. In order to treat Utsushi, you need something called Kurif.
No thanks.
Huh? Why don't you want to be treated?
If I do it, if I get treated, I'll turn back into a girl. I just finally became a man.
Hold your seahorses. What are you saying? The scary witch Matilda who came here before was a handful. But, this case is, extreme, abnormal, and it can't be weighed against your life.
Can't weigh it against my life? How badly do you think I've tried to become a man? Oh, my lovely. Her beautiful hair is like flowing silk. Her gorgeous eyes are like a spring fountain.
I do apologize for this.
How many times have I imagined caressing her body and becoming one with
No.
I want her everything.
No.
I want to make love
no.
beautiful. My princess, Malia.
And I repeat, no.
And listen to this. Just because I'm a girl, I've been rejected and shunned. On top of that, I was ordered not to come within 10 meters of her. They even voted on it at the Walpurgis nighttime soiree. Everybody except for me agreed to it. What is up with that crap?
I don't think that happened just because you're a woman.
Huh? You say something?
No, just blowing bubbles.
Anyway, I decided that if I became a man, I could become one with Master Malia. I tried so many different spells, but I never could become a man. I buried my head in research every single day. I tried eating mushrooms and bamboo shoots, but it didn't work. It didn't work at all. Now my diet consists only of mushrooms and bamboo shoots. After several months, just when my heart was about to break, I saw it yesterday morning. When I woke up, it was poking out a little. And now you're telling me to waste this, my only chance, right when I'm given it? How? Please do something about the pain.
Removing only the pain ain't possible. You need to sever the very connection you made between the worlds with the Kurif.
You want me to cut off my mighty Brocken Term Tower?
See? Just as I said, if you don't cut it at the root, rather than 10 meters, you have to worry about getting too close to the fires of perdition.
I don't want that!
For this to even happen, it must mean something painful happened to you in another life, or another world. Utsushi works kinda like that, you see. Meaning that you, over here, should chill out and retire your ambition. Ain't no point if you're dead.
So much regret!
Interesting little tidbit he just dropped on us.
We just witnessed something sort of amazing. In more ways than one.
Yeah.
There it is, Hundred Knight. The conditions to make the distortion appear were a little... Anyway, this place was once revered as a holy one. Ripping a distortion wide open in this place should have a huge effect. Make another wedge to bring this world closer to collapse.
Sure. Come on now. Work with me. Editor has been defeated. And I can't see a thing. Alright, I think I'll leave it here for now, and we'll pick this up in the next video. So until then, see you guys.